Oh, hey guys, so I have this Oster convection toaster oven. I've had it for about 6 years. And the other day I started it up and the fan inside was making some horrible noises. So, matter of fact, it was warming up and I went upstairs to do something I could hear it upstairs. So I tried it again this morning and it makes, when it's cold and it's warming up, it makes some horrible noise. And once it's warmed up, the noise goes away, which is a little bit confusing. But, you know, you guys know me by now. I'm going to take this apart, see if I can fix it. So I have the cover off, and here's the cover. So there's 50 million screws, of course, in this to take the cover off. I'm just kidding. There's like 17 or 18 screws. So some of the screws are hidden under the feet. Here's one of the feet. And what they do is they'll put these plugs in here so you can't see the screw. So just pull the plugs out. So those are hidden. There's a couple other hidden screws underneath the front of this to take that cover off. So here's the motor for the fan. And I didn't know at first what was wrong with it. You could spin it by hand and it was spinning freely. So I was almost ready to say, well, you know, they're not that expensive. I'll just buy another one. But what I decided to do was I figured I'd oil the motor. So there's 2 points in here that you can oil. One is that silver shaft in the center, and the other one is behind this cap right here, inside of here. So I have an oil bottle here, and I took the tip of it and bent it over. Hopefully you can see that. So that I could get in here. So I could get in here with the needle and oil where it needs to oil, because it needs to oil back in here towards the motor. And the same with this one. You can get in here and oil where the bearing is. I believe it's a bushing, not a bearing. So I oiled it once and tried it, and you know, it made a little bit of difference. It was an improvement, I guess is what I'm saying. So I decided to try to oil it again. Now you can see the plug sitting right here. You know, guys, don't work on these when they're plugged in. Matter of fact, I like to unplug them, and then whatever power button is on the unit, in this case it's the start button, you know, hit that a few times, let it sit for a while. Make sure there's no power left in here. There are capacitors on this board, and if you're not careful, yeah, that'll knock you on your ass, and then you'll have a bad day or a trip to the ER. So make sure that these are unplugged while you're working on them. So I've oiled this again. This is try number 2, and we're going to see what happens here. I haven't tried it since I oiled it the second time. So I'm going to plug this in. Over here we'll push the turbo convection feature for the fan, of course. And we'll turn the temperature way down. And I'm going to start it by hitting the start button. So I'm going to film over here and hit the start button. Everybody ready? Here we go. Oh, yes. Nice and quiet. Wow, can't even hear it. That is awesome. So this oil, I don't know if I mentioned, this oil is firearms lubricant, synthetic lubricant, and it'll take the high heat. Imagine there's some heat generated in here. Wow, that is nice and quiet. Nice. So maybe I'll get another 6 years out of this unit. I mean, it's been great. I don't use my big oven at all, ever. I shouldn't say ever. From Thanksgiving turkey or something, but the rest of the time I use this. It doesn't waste a bunch of electricity, and it's perfect for me. So there we go. I hope you guys are taken care. Have a good one.